What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. So with the new edition of Javon Kearse, I've already been getting asked this question. Listen, should you get rid of Khalil Mack? I'm going to tell you right now, as we go through the solo, I'm going to explain to you some things. I'm not even going to show you Khalil Mack's stats right now, currently where he is. I'm just going to go right to the actual solo for Javon Kearse, and we're going to talk about it there, all right? Pretty much what's happening is this. EA Sports is releasing this left end right now currently. And by the way, this is the way you should be doing it every week. If you want to power up these new players that are released weekly, definitely play the solo. Get the power-ups. Get them fast. You can either sell them really quickly for a decent amount of coins, or you can use them ultimately to take your full legend to the next level by powering them up to the max. Now, basically his full legend comes in at an 85 speed, right? So when you power him up, that should mean that he goes to an 86. Plus, with additional chems, you can get him to an 88 speed. All right, that all sounds good. And keep in mind, I got a lot of love for Javon Kearse because before we even, I don't know if you guys remember, a lot of you guys, depending on how much, college football you watch, Jadeveon Clowney had that hit that made that dude's helmet fall off. That's pretty much how he went into the league as the #1 overall pick. Put it like this, Javon Kearse was known for doing that. Dude was jumping over human beings, bro, that was 7 feet tall and just smashing dudes. So he was definitely known as a guy that would cause a lot of chaos, all right? Now, in this game, what does that mean? Pretty much what happens is a lot of the people that you're going to play, even though Michael Vick is not really that good with accuracy, and yeah, I don't care how much you powered him up, I don't care what you've done with him, the dude still sucks. It doesn't really matter. Like, a lot of you guys, I powered him up with this, I gave him a little bit of this. Shut up, bro. Look, the dude sucks. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you honestly, he's going to lose you a lot of games. You may get lucky if you're one of those guys that run around like a moron and just, just run around and just do whatever you want and throw the ball off your back foot. You do stuff like that. You could possibly win games that way. But I just want you to understand that typically speaking, right, the speed position, the speed position of the left end, right, it matters a lot simply because with the most recent patch, I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but it's like a fatigue glitch. Like you'll start running after a player and then what will happen is all of a sudden your guys will lose all their stamina. The faster the players are though, they're going to continue to keep up with Mike Vick behind the line of scrimmage depending on, when they actually start to run after him. So I just want to make sure that that's very clear to you guys. We have to have an understanding with that. Primarily what's going to happen is Javon Kearse is going to be as good as EA will allow him to be. What do I mean by that? You will play some games where he will be outstanding, and you'll play some games where he won't be able to do anything. It just depends on what's going on. Weekend league, are you doing regular head-to-head? The sliders are turned up variously. Okay, now, I love Khalil Mack in this game, and he's pretty much chemmed up decently. You can do a lot of different things with him. You can do the, he has the gem chemistry. He has a lot of different things that you could possibly do with him. Guys, right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to get swats. So, hold on. Where's Shazier? I'll put Shazier there. I'm trying to get some swats with Shazier. So that's why I have my coaching adjustments set to swat the ball. If you guys are going to have a question about that. So, yeah, like I was saying. So pretty much what happens is this, right? You have to make sure that you understand that speed is all good. But Khalil Mack is already where it's at. If you really think about it, Khalil Mack is already where it's at. Khalil Mack is an outright savage in this game. He's just straight savage. So, do I think you should release him or get rid of him for Javon Kearse? That it's very, very tough because honestly, if you max him out and get him to 88 speed, will he make some noise? Probably he will. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very. It's highly likely that he's going to put in a lot of work for you. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely something that I can see happening with Javon Kearse because he's so fast. But again, Khalil Mack is going to get continuous power-ups. I don't know how they're going to do it with the level, like the leveling up for the legends. I don't know exactly how they're going to do it as far as that goes. That's going to be a very, very interesting thing because, more than likely, like Team of the Year and stuff like that, you can see Khalil Mack getting something because he's playing out of his mind right now with the Bears. So that's something that we can look forward to. I don't know how long, like the Ultimate Legends are going to start later on. Will the freak be a monster? Yeah, he will be. You know what I'm saying? He'll be pretty good. But that's not what. Why didn't he just throw it one more time, bro? Like, why didn't he just do it? All he had to do, Mariota's so trash, bro. Like, just throw it up so I get another swat right quick. This guy is an absolute idiot. All right, so anyway, either way, right? So here go his power up right now. We're going to get his power up. We're going to take a look at it, and we're going to see what's going on with it. And I'm gonna try my best to let you guys understand why it doesn't really matter at this point, like the 2 differential in speed at that position, because depending on who you play, like it just gets really, really weird. Okay, so let's go all the way down to his full power up, right? So like I thought, he goes to an 86 speed. So with that 86 speed, I have Sprinter Chem maxed, so he would be at 88 speed. All right. His finesse moves is a 95, power moves is 86, block shedding 87. Those are all really, really good numbers. The finesse move, you might notice that Joey Bosa, that's what made Joey Bosa just an absolute animal. So this would give him an actual, I think I'll be able to get him up to 99 finesse move because we have the John Madden coach. Okay, so what does that mean? Does that mean that you should give up Khalil Mack now for Javon Kearse? In my opinion, I don't really think so. Okay. A lot of us have already pretty much put in a lot of, we've put in a lot of stuff into our Khalil Macks. His price has kind of went down. We've also, in addition to that, we've given him Sprinter Chem ×2, which is going to be 2,500 2,500 training points that we would ultimately lose. So let's take a look at what Khalil Mack's doing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to back out. I'm going to back out of this so we can see it at a much bigger level. We're going to go to the actual item binder and check that out so we can get more of an assessment of it. You know, that way we're looking directly at what we're talking about. I don't like to do it like that because it makes it smaller on the screen. And watching YouTube videos when it's like that, it just makes it a little bit more ridiculous. I want it right in your face like this, like boom, right on your screen, all right? A lot of you guys watch me on mobile, so that makes it a little bit, you know, it's a little bit easier for you to see it this way. All right, I've gotten that feedback for you guys to want to see it this way, so that's the way we're going to do it from now on. All right, now look. Take a look at what's going on. His finesse moves are pretty low. Obviously, like I just said, you can get it all the way up to a 99 possibly because I think you get the 3 from the pass. Isn't it the pass rush? It boosts all players with the pass rush. And I think that what that does, finesse moves, you get +3. Plus you get 1 from John Madden. So you get the finesse move from, where is it? Yeah, the finesse move from John Madden. So you can get Javon Kearse up to a 99 finesse move. All right, so let's go ahead and let me finish explaining to you why I prefer what Khalil Mack is doing as of right now. They are going to patch the game, right? They're going to be patching the game very, very soon. I think it's coming in the next couple days. When they patch the game, and for some reason it changes from the way that it is now because power moves has been ideal since the last patch. If you notice, when guys run nickel big G and they're sending 4 and you just can't avoid the pressure, it's wild and stuff is going on, it's kind of weird. They are focusing on block shedding and power moves, not finesse moves. Okay, that's one of the key things that makes that 4-man rush just comes right in. That can all go back. At launch, finesse moves was crazy, which is why I loved Joey Bosa. Then they started patching it, and then they made it so that the power moves are a little bit more, you know, something that you would want to look forward to. So you would want to have higher power moves. Now we've already seen Javon Kearse. He's gonna that's 96 and 87, right? Let's go over to newest. And then we're going to look at Javon Kearse, and we're going to assess that right now without the +3s from the finesse move and the power move. Okay, so where we go. The power moves are at 86, so we can get that to +3. So that's going to be at 89. So his power moves are going to be lower, but his finesse moves are very, very high. His block shedding is lower than Khalil Mack's. Okay, the acceleration and the speed of this guy is going to be crazy off that edge. Now, again, if you were to invest in him right now and it didn't work out for you, you could be very, very happy after the next patch because they might revert it back to where finesse moves is God. Like earlier in the year when I was telling you guys about finesse moves and you saw in my videos and my live gameplays that the finesse moves was just ridiculous. If that turns out to be what it is, I will jump on Javon Kearse. You see what I'm saying? Because I have to adapt to what the patches are. And all of you guys also have to do that if you want to be successful in this game. If you do not do that, you are not going to have a lot of success with this game because everything changes. It's consistent with these patches that everything is just getting haywire. So you have to make sure that you have the best players out there on the field. So when you look at it right here, that's the only thing right now is that I know his block shedding is under, it's going to be at like 80. Well, we're going to get it to actually a 90, right? Because we're going to go to +3. The finesse moves is going to go to a 99. If it turns out that finesse moves is where it's at, this guy is going to be unbelievable. If it turns out in that situation to be what we're assuming the patch is going to do. But if we also understand that Khalil Mack, because he just got a card now, he probably won't be getting a card anytime soon. And this would be a card you have to stay with for a very long time. Like you would have to stay with this card at least until February. You'd have to stay with this card. And then it's going to cost me personally 2,500 training points because I have to give him Sprinter Cam again, and I got to do everything over again. Okay, so you got to make sure you guys understand that as well. Those are additional things, and then we could probably figure out what his scheme and his ability is going to be. But ultimately, looking at him right now, he's a sick card. And it's like a toss-up, depending on how you want to do it. And I've always liked Javon Kearse. I've always liked what he's done. Throughout his career, he's a very, very consistent player and an unbelievable athlete. So it's a possibility that we might end up with this guy if finesse move turns out to be what it should have been, how they should have left it earlier in the year when we were rocking with Joey Bosa. A lot of you guys know what that's about. When we were rocking with Joey Bosa, it was glitchy, but they changed it. So let's see what's going to happen with it. But as of now, there is no wrong answer to this. I like Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack is good for the squad right now where we are. I've invested a lot into him. Would I be willing to lose it for the +2 speed right now and more acceleration? It's possible if they patch it and it goes along those lines. Let me know what you're thinking about it. Are you interested in Javon Kearse? Leave it in the comment section. As always, you can also sub to me on GmiasWorld Gaming and GmiasWorld Podcast right here on YouTube. We got a lot of special things coming to both those channels very soon. You're not going to want to miss it. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.